What's up, guys, and welcome back to Road to Crypto Millionaire. Happy Friday to everyone who is watching, and I want to thank you guys for all of the recent support on my videos and the engagement you guys have been giving me in my comments section as well as in my Telegram chat. Just a lot of really positive feedback from you guys, and in terms of likes as well. Just again, really positive feedback, and I'm happy to put these out for you guys. So. Just real quick, if you're new, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so that you get notified whenever I upload for new trade opportunities and instant news. Today we're going to be going over mostly news as the market trades mostly sideways, as well as a potential trade opportunity here at the end of the video. So to start off, we're going to be going over the Stellar giveaway. This is a $125 million giveaway for the Stellar blockchain wallet. This is actually a mobile wallet that just added Stellar, so that's where this crypto airdrop is coming from. By entering your email and joining the waitlist, and then doing, I think you have to do KYC, so know your customer. Just send a bit of info in on yourself and you will receive the $25 worth of Stellar. So definitely send this out to your friends and family, because this is a great way to get people into crypto. You know, anyone should be interested in getting a free $25 for this minimal amount of work, and it's a great way to get people who previously did not own cryptocurrency to own some. So in my opinion, this is a great move by Stellar. I believe it's only like 2% of their entire supply. Obviously that's pretty big, but you know, in terms of giving away this amount of cryptocurrency is unprecedented before, and I think this is a great move by them. So definitely send this out again to your friends and family. It's a free $25. Next up, I want to talk about the midterms, because Colorado and California actually just elected two pro-Bitcoin governors. So these are actually early adopters of Bitcoin. So it's more than just someone in the House or the in government where they understand it. Sure, that's great, but to have someone who actually owns it, who is an advocate for it, you know, that's a pretty big deal. And you know, they were talking about accepting Bitcoin for their campaign, and you know, these were early adopters of Bitcoin. So just to have two people in government in office who can now vouch for Bitcoin, who, you know, are educated about it and own some, you know, they are now in office, meaning that they can vouch for it when any you know, someone uneducated may talk about it. They can be very informative to some of the other people in office, and I think that that's a really positive step in the right direction. You know, adoption does not happen overnight. It happens in it's more of a marathon than a sprint, and this is just another step in the right direction to have. You know, all it takes is that tipping point where you have I'm trying to think of how I want to say it, like, you have this slow build up. You know, this is a step in the right direction, and when you take all of these little steps and start to combine them, you start to hit that tipping point where everyone is starting to talk about Bitcoin again, and that's how you start to get new money in. And in the end, that's what our goal should be, is to get people from 0 to 1, or off zero, as Anthony Pompliano from Twitter likes to call it, getting people to get their first $100 worth of crypto, whether it's through something like this or just, you know, taking little steps in the right direction to get people to own just a little bit and just to keep their curiosity going. So I think that that's a really positive step in the right direction. Also, actually at my university, we now have a Bitcoin and blockchain technology course coming in the spring. So, you know, Bitcoin's not going away. There's plenty of new resources coming out every day for new people supporting it, new institutions getting in, And again, this is just another step in the right direction to get people educated about it, get them curious, and get them down, start digging that in this rabbit hole, because it's just such a new field, and I'm really excited to see all the curiosity this brings to the space through stuff like this, like college courses about Bitcoin, and where that'll take us in the future. So that was something I thought was pretty interesting, as well as William Shatner. This is the last bit of news on that. He was actually tweeting to Vitalik, and he actually had a very interesting conversation here, a very technical debate between this pre-mine apologist on Twitter. William Shatner was actually hitting him with some pretty good facts. He clearly did his research, and was talking about the different Ethereum token standards here. You can see him talking about the ERC20, 721, and 1701 standards that we have. So he's clearly done his research, and he's clearly a pretty big fan of Vitalik by giving him this thumbs up here. So that's really cool to see. And again, crypto's not going away. There's more and more people getting in, and how many followers does he have on Twitter? Something like 2.5 million. So just getting that exposure out there, that word of mouth from people it goes a long way when it comes to getting new money in, and it just makes it even more credible. This is what I've been talking about, that Q1 2019 target for starting the next bull run, when institutions will start coming in by launching their crypto products. If you don't know what I'm talking about, definitely go check out my last video. But this is what I'm talking about, just having these slow steps towards people talking about it, and more people getting in. That's how we're going to hit that tipping point and really start to make some serious progress in the space. So next up, I just want to talk about a couple trade opportunities. This one actually on Hackin'. They just tweeted out this morning that they have a big partnership and token burn announcement for the 15th of November, so next week. This is something that I'm definitely going to keep my eye on, because they are seeming to be hyping it up quite a bit. This is actually a very professional team. I really like this project. I didn't own it, but now seeing that they are announcing this big partnership and token burn, this is something that I think is worth getting in on. I'm only going to be trading this, however, so just to be completely transparent with you guys, I plan on buying the rumor and selling the news. This was announced today. I was actually expecting it to have a bigger reaction than it did, and it's actually not reacting too much. You can see here on the daily, here on KuCoin, it hasn't spiked any crazy amounts. So my guess is that we could start to see the price react a lot better as the next couple of days progress. Assuming that Bitcoin and the rest of the market stay steady and don't tank. But they are hyping this up quite a bit with their secret partnership and token burn. Individually, these two things would typically do very well in the market, but combined, I think that this will serve to be a pretty nice trade turnout. So this is something that I'm watching. I do plan to pick some up here on KuCoin. We do see pretty heavy resistance here at 14,000 Satoshis, so that could be a potential target. If we do go through that, we got a lot of room to grow. It just depends on what type of hype this announcement gets. So I'll probably update you guys over the next couple days on this. Feel free to follow me on Twitter. I'll be covering it there or in my Telegram. But yeah, again, this should serve as a pretty nice potential trade opportunity to buy the rumor and sell the news. And speaking of selling the news, we saw a basic attention token over the past couple hours, or the past day or so actually, absolutely tanking on the news of the Coinbase listing. The second that it got listed on Coinbase, this thing started to tank. You can see here down 25% over the last day or so. So that's going to be pretty interesting to watch for the rest of the pairs that are looking to get added to Coinbase, that being Stellar, Cardano, and Zcash. So one potential trade you could take, this is just one of many, is you can short something like Zcash, and knowing what happened to basic attention token, this 25% drop, I think it would not be a bad idea at all to, if you're at your computer at the time that Coinbase tweets it, just going massively short on Zcash. I think you can also short Cardano, but I don't think you can for Stellar. So depending on what these next pairs are on Coinbase, I will be taking a look at shorting those upon the tweets of them being listed. And I'm talking about them actually being listed on Coinbase, not the announcement that it's going to be listed, because this was actually the announcement, just so you guys don't get confused. This was the announcement that it was going to be listed on Coinbase. It spiked about 15%. Obviously, you wouldn't want to short this, but coming in here, and then we saw a tweet from Coinbase right around probably here, where we saw that it was actually like listed in the next 15 minutes. I don't have that tweet pulled up, but basically Coinbase tweeted out that in the next 15 minutes, basic attention token will be live on their app, and that's when we saw the price just absolutely take a hit with this huge red candle here. So that's going to be a potential thing to look at in the future. You're going to have to stay in front of your computer quite a bit to catch that bit of news, but definitely worth it if you take a look at the potential there for making money and trading that. So again, just be careful when you pick these up. Obviously all of these penny cryptos, I'm talking about like Stellar at like 10 cents or whatever it's at right now, basic attention token at 30. We saw on Coinbase during the last bull run, any coin that was on Coinbase doing massively well. So if you plan to hold it long term, that's up to you, but I'm telling you guys in the short term that you need to be careful when you're picking these up due to the volatility that they're going to experience with these Coinbase announcements. So obviously that's a good thing if you're trading, and just be wary of it if you are planning to hold them long term. So just to recap, I do think that Hacken will be the best pickup for this week, and again, just make sure you go send this out to as many people as you can, this Stellar giveaway. And I believe that is all for today. I'll be updating you guys this week on YouTube and Twitter, so make sure to look out for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys in the next video.